the Israeli lobby doesn't just buy politicians. They buy influencers. They wine and dine young conservatives, give them free trips to Israel, shower them with money and access, and turn them into propaganda mouthpieces. AIPAC and Israeli lobbies act like glorified brokers for these influencers. This is literally bribery to support Israeli atrocities. Charlie Kirk was perfect for this operation. Young, energetic, with millions of followers who trusted him. For years, he dutifully promoted Israeli talking points, attacked anyone who criticized Israel, and helped condition conservative Americans to support genocide in Gaza. Here's how deep Kirk was in Israel's pocket. He defended Israel bombing hospitals, mosques, schools, and churches, using the Israeli talking point that Hamas was hiding in those places. When children were shot in the head by Israeli snipers, he still supported Israel, claiming Hamas was killing those children. This staunch Christian, who famously hates the word empathy, had no compassion for innocent civilian deaths in Gaza. He only had love for Israel and its indiscriminate bombing campaign. So when did things go south between this Christian boy and his Israeli lovers? Kirk had friends like Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens, who were critical of Israeli influence. When Kirk invited Tucker to speak at his America Fest 2025, the Israel supporters freaked out. That's when they organized an intervention. Billionaire Bill Ackman hosted a gathering in Bridgehampton, New York, with roughly 35 young conservative influencers representing over 100 million combined social media followers. But this wasn't a friendly meetup. It was an intervention. According to Candace Owens, Kirk was pressured by donors and subjected to an intervention involving Ackman and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Ackman allegedly demanded Kirk rescind his invitation for Tucker Carlson to speak at his upcoming America Fest 2025. Kirk was finally seeing how the game worked. His Israeli handlers were giving him direct orders about who he could and couldn't platform. The golden boy was realizing he was just a bought puppet, and Kirk was pissed about it. He went on Megyn Kelly's show to vent his frustration about being controlled by his Israeli donors.
The behavior by a lot, both privately and publicly, are pushing people like you and me away. Not like we're going to be pro-Hamas, not like we're going to, but we're like, honestly, the way you are treating me is so repulsive. I have text messages, Megyn, calling me an anti-Semite. I am learning biblical Hebrew and writing a book on the Shabbat. I honor the Shabbat, literally the Jewish Sabbath. I visit Israel and fight for it. And there's another article out in the Times of Israel today. I could read it on air. I was just reading before I got on. Charlie, what are you doing? Like, why are you, what am I doing? I'm sorry. Like, let's just take a step back here. Like, I'm an American citizen. Yes, I want Israel to win. Yes, I'm a Christian. But like, some of the mess, and you saw, and you've seen how I've been treated, Megyn, by some, not all, by some.
No, it's very irritating.
It's
been so unfair. They were coming after you after Turning Point for, among other things, that you had Dave Smith there. Dave Smith is allowed to criticize Israel. You had both sides. The Israeli side was overrepresented.
Though. No, you're not allowed to. It's even worse than that. Again, I just want to repeat for the 5th time. I love Israel. I want Israel to win. But my moral character is now being put into question, Megyn. Not my decisions. Not like, hey, are you doing this? Is it smart or is it dumb? But no, I am a bad person if I do this. And I could go, I mean, you saw it, Megyn. It was trending on Twitter, thousands of tweets and text messages.
It's offensive. It's like there's some rule you can't go there when it comes to Israel.
Well, you and I believe that we're Americans and Americans first, period. End of story. We are citizens of this nation, okay?
That's right.
And Israel, we have funded, we have supported, but then all of a sudden, like, I host a person that I moderate the debate of, mind you, right? And I give equal time to Josh Hammer, equal time to a pro-Israel advocate, and my moral character is being put into question. And so I think it's a hyper paranoid, like we're just going to try to, we're going to just stamp out everything type of practice. But it goes to the point where if, for example, if I have less ability sometimes online to criticize the Israeli government without backlash than actual Israelis do. And that's really, really weird, isn't it, Megyn? That's not
so
right.
Wrong-headed. I'll tell you this for me. So I got some blowback after saying Mossad possibilities with Epstein, a comment behind which I stand.
You and I, Megyn, and Tucker is in the same category, and they've tried to go after Tucker.
Yeah.
Is that the more you attack our moral character, the more we're going to double down in a direction, because 100%. Screw you, I don't do it that way, okay?
Right.
Like tell me I'm wrong. Cool. Tell me if I got my facts wrong. By the way, on the Epstein thing, Naftali Bennett says he wasn't an Epstein agent. We have to be pursuers of truth. They've denied it. Fine. Let's keep digging. Okay. Fine. But the thing that I think is being lost is, like, on some part of the population, you can scold them into silence, right? But if I have any deviation of a purity test, any deviation whatsoever, such as hosting a focus group, right, Megyn, with a bunch of our students that went viral, having Dave Smith or Tucker at my event, it is all of a sudden, oh, Charlie is he's no longer with us and all that. I said, wait a second, what do you mean? What does with us mean exactly, right?
Did you catch that? Kirk just admitted that Israeli donors control American influencers more tightly than Israel controls its own citizens. He's complaining that any deviation from the script gets him attacked, even after years of loyal service. According to Owens, this was part of Kirk's spiritual transformation before his death. The golden boy was waking up to how he'd been used and manipulated. Israel had turned Charlie Kirk into a propaganda mouthpiece for years. But the moment he showed any independence, any willingness to platform critics like Tucker Carlson, they moved to crush him. Kirk learned the hard way. You're not Israel's special boy. You're just another bought influencer. And the moment you step out of line, the leash gets yanked.